Hello, this is Funky Foot Farm. I'm Nicole. Chris is behind the camera. And we're back to making some more meal prep. Same as yesterday. These are going to be using the Members Mark Greek or garlic herb chicken. We call it Greek chicken. And the mixed vegetable bags from Aldi's. And I have enough to do 3. And what I'm going to do for these is I'm going to just dump the vegetables on one side. This is easy, so everything is in here and ready to go. I could spread the vegetables out and lay the chicken on top. What does the cameraman think? Like that? I think I'll do that. That way the meat will kind of put its flavor in it.
Comes out very good.
Yep. And we are going to do 1, 2, 3 per package. Ooh, I might get one more. Alright. I think. Ooh, 1, 2. I may have to have the cameraman's help. Those are frozen together. They're not coming apart.
Put it on the...
Hey. I don't want to break my knife. Last time I did that, I broke my knife. Struggles. This is real life. Whoops. Yay! Got them free. Alright, so what I think I'll do, let's do this. We'll open up, run in there and get the other pack, and we'll go ahead and throw another piece of chicken in this one with some carrots and potatoes. I know it looks like we eat a lot of carrots and potatoes, but we don't. I just forgot to buy the asparagus, and then there were some other vegetables I just didn't get. So generally we'd have a little bit more variety. But we're going to go with what we've got for this month. And then maybe next month I will not forget, because we won't go back out and do any other grocery shopping. This is it. Unless we need something like milk.
Quick and easy.
Quick and easy stuff. We find that for us, staying out of the grocery store and just dealing with what we've got saves a whole lot of money if we don't go and pick up. Like, I forgot the asparagus. If we were to go pick up the asparagus, we would probably end up picking up other stuff that we didn't need. So that's money spent that didn't have to be. So we'll just deal without this month, and next month I'll make sure I don't forget. Alright, we're going to do that. These we'll package up later. That way you can have some of these to take for lunch. And by the way, these are pre-cooked, but I just treat them just like I would raw.
Very good. The there.
I'm not sure. I don't think it's sealed. Alright. Alright, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't mention this yesterday, but if you wanted to go ahead and put your broth in here and just freeze it all together, you certainly could. I just choose not to do that because I have a tendency to spill things. You want to go ahead and write on that one for me?
Garlic chicken.
Garlic chicken. The next thing we're going to do is make some of take some of the hamburger, and we're going to make the Greek burgers. I'm going to lay them between parchment paper in one of these, and we'll make the meatloaf. We'll do the meatloaf first. So I am going to unplug myself for just a minute. I'm going to get my onions and peppers in my bag. Bowl, excuse me. I'm getting ready to make meatloaf. Alright, I got my peppers.
Watch
and
the aluminum.
pull my camera back up. Alright, so I've got my peppers, and instead of pulling out the onions, I'm going to just finally chop up some of the leeks and use those in the place of onions in my meatloaf.
Peppers from the garden.
Yep, these are peppers we grew.
Possibly the last bell peppers this year.
Probably. I'm going to set that right there. We'll put this in our scrap container.
Oh, we need to go check them before tonight.
Yeah. I saw some cayens we need to pull.
Possible first freeze tonight. North Carolina.
Oh, tonight, for Eastern North Carolina, this is our possible first frost.
Yep.
So when we get done with all this, we got to run out there and check and make sure we have everything picked and pulled, and any house plants that need to come in.
I don't know what the temperature's going to be after this.
What is the temperature going to be after
It's going
this?
to be back in the 70s.
Oh, later this week it's going to go right back up into the mid 70s. This is that time of year where you go from heat to air conditioning all in one day. Alright, let's... I have a feeling tonight we're going to do a baked spaghetti then. I got to pull all this out. I'm not trying to get this super fine. I'm just trying to chop it up. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Is that the last two?
Nope, there's one more over there.
Hmm?
There's one more.
Remember we had like one pimento left.
I think I've already used that one.
You think you use it?
I was going to pull some out of the freezer, but I remembered I had these, so. This may not chop up as well as I want it to. We'll see. I don't mind if I have chunks of onion in my meatloaf. I don't think the husband minds too much either. Alright, husband, will you do me a favor and get me 2 eggs and the hamburger. 2 eggs. Alright. Now, really? You got to show off the giant hamburger, huh? Alright. I'm thinking that'll make 2 on it.
You already got your eggs?
Yeah. No, I didn't. No. And said I'd do 2.
Yeah, go ahead and put this in the fridge.
Yeah, you can go ahead and put those in the freezer. I'm thinking that'll do 2 meatloaves. Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright, cameraman, I did not think, so I want you to crack me 2 eggs in this. I want you to crack me 2 eggs in here because I won't thinking. I probably don't need them, but I'm always at it. Alright, and there is a, yep. Okay. You can put a lot more other stuff in your meatloaf. This is just how I was taught how to do it, so this is how I do it. Okay, we're gonna, table's clean, so we're gonna pop that over there. Put that over there. Line that up. Oh yeah, that's plenty. Alright.
Need some paper towels first.
Yeah. I won't put the ketchup on this until I'm ready to cook it. Sometimes I'll add breadcrumbs. I got some made. Normally I don't. Sometimes I'll add some seasoning. But today we're just doing it simple. And simple is fine. Alright. Cameraman, do you mind unplugging me? Alrighty, so this is going to give us 2 meatloaves. I'm going to throw in some leeks. What I don't use of this leek, I will take and just freeze it, and it'll be just fine. And then I can use the rest of it later, or this month, or next month, whenever I need it. I only have 1 cutting board, so I'm using a plate. When we get done with this, we're going to make Greek burgers. What I will do with them is I'm going to just lay them flat, spread out in a pan, and then put a sheet of parchment between them. And freeze them so that I can pick them out individually.
So you call it Greek style, but it's Mediterranean style.
It's Mediterranean style basically, but we just call it Greek. We fix it kind of like you would shawarma with the Mediterranean seasoning, and then with the tzatziki. Is it tzatziki? Tzatziki? Tzatziki. And we like those really good. Okay, we got a little bit of these left over. We can freeze these or eat them raw this week. Alright, there's 2 meatloaves, and we will put the ketchup sauce on them when we are ready to cook them. So that's 2 more meals down, so that's how many so far? 2 yesterday, 4 of the chicken, So that's 6, 7, 8. And all of these we will eat off of probably 2 meals each. Easily.
Probably a whole lot more.
Alright. So I've washed my bowl. I am going to add in some Greek seasoning, maybe a little bit more. I am going to pull out my parchment paper before I forget it. No, Ruby. All right. There's that. Pull out one more pan. And I fix these so that they'll fit inside pitas. So they'll be kind of rectangle and flat. All right, now we're going to take the rest of the hamburger and cut it in about half. I've already partially cut it. All right, let's see here. I think I can just dump that right. There we go. This batch is going to go into making baked spaghetti. And then this over here, we've already got our Greek seasoning or Mediterranean seasoning. I can't remember which one it's called. And we're going to put this hamburger in here. Now this will probably last us more than just a month. We won't go through this many hamburgers.
Give them an update. This 20 meals.
Oh, we're at 20 meals right now, total. Because each meal we made, we'll get at least 2 meals out of it. Yeah, gonna need a little bit more. There you go. Hold on, I got some pockets of cold. All right, little tiny bit more. Husband's idea of tiny bit more.
No, they're good. This is Greek seasoning that comes from Bill's.
Oh yeah, this is Greek seasoning that we got from Bill's, and it's really, really good.
Bill's department store.
All right, I think that's good. So what we're going to do is about like that, maybe a little bit more. Table's clean. And what I'm going to do is I am going to make these to basically a large rectangle. Might be a little too much. I may need you to pull me off another piece of parchment. Waiting, let's see how far this goes, but I'm pretty sure you're going to have to pull me off another piece. So what I'm going to do is thinly layer these. These don't have to be perfect. I'm probably going to put about 4 per layer. And once these are frozen and I'm ready to use them, I just pop out ever how many I want to cook. at a time.
Make them a little bit bigger so how they shrink.
Yep. Make them just a little bit bigger because they do shrink. So I make them about the size of the palm of my hand, or the whole size of my hand, I should say, or close as I can get, because they will shrink up. This is 90-10 hamburger. So, but they still shrink up a lot. So about like that. I'll try to make sure they don't touch. That's right. Okay. Alright, when we get done with these, we're going to make 2 baked spaghetti. Now most of that I will not film. I'm sure everybody knows how to make spaghetti. But I will come back and show the finished product. And a baked spaghetti for us will what, feed us for 3 days, 4 days. Which, we like leftovers, so. We don't mind leftovers, and we don't mind eating the same thing over and over.
If you got enough left over, we can just...
Yep, just fold it in and... So I think this is going to give us over, let's see, 4, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 12. We probably going to get about 13 out of it, I think. No, maybe not. Yeah, probably.
Well, you're letting them get smaller.
Am I? I didn't just pat that one out very well. We'll make these last 2 ones big. Okay. Alright, so these last 2 ones I made thicker, bigger. So that's 12 of them. At 3 each time we cook, that's 4 meals. Am I correct? 3, 6, 9, 12, yep, 4 meals. Which we'll cook 3 at a time. Pull out a lid.
Kind of stick all those down to keep the freezer burn to a minimum.
It shouldn't freeze burn. no longer and they're
Yeah,
going to be
they're not gonna
frozen.
be in there that long. Okay.
We used to would eat a lot more lamb than beef, but we lost our lamb source. They left our farmer's market. And none of the stores around here carry lamb much anymore. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit with the finished baked spaghetti. I'll clean up this mess. Alrighty, we have cooked the meat, the noodles, and mixed everything together in the pot. This is the Aldi sauce that we use, and I used the same brand noodles, I think. Oops.
Walk us through what you do.
So right now I am just putting the noodles in and gonna kind of spread it out. See how much far this goes. Some of the meat has settled to the bottom, so we'll spread that out when we're
Pre-cooked.
everything's pre-cooked, ready to go. I might can divide that up a little bit. I have 2-inch noodles in there. Yeah, I have 2-inch noodles in there. Need to separate that out some. So we're going to take some of the noodles out of here. I would have done this completely cooked it two separate if I had time. But I don't like to let that log of meat sit there very long. Alright, so I am going to set this over here and grab a spoon. So I did grab the most sorriest one I own. And divide out the meat.
So you can
Let's slide that one out. One of these we will go ahead and cook tonight. And then one of these we will freeze. And then depending on how far our other meals stretch, one of these may be for next month or later this month. All right, let me see this one again. This is 1 2-pound box of spaghetti noodles, 3 jars of sauce, and probably about 4 pounds of hamburger. Oh, I'm making a mess. I will wipe all that down when I'm done. All right, we're gonna smush that out. All right, now I'm gonna grab a paper towel real quick. And I am gonna go ahead and clean this up before it stains. Okay. Rescue me. I think, y'all, we're gonna have to get a knife.
Yep, get a knife. I need to get it.
Nope, I can reach. Knife. Just, I'm gonna use the whole bag, so just whack it open. Alright, so this is the cheese. Again, Aldi's. This is a 1 pound bag. 1 pound bag should do both of these. Throwing cheese.
Leaning. Say it's not good if it ain't messy.
Yeah, it's not good if it's not messy. That's what the cameraman's saying back there. He loves baked spaghetti.
I don't know if you don't need a second bag.
No, I probably won't. I'll go ahead and throw that one back in the freezer. Usually 1 bag does it. It's the Walmart bags that sometimes don't go far enough.
Freezer.
Freezer.
Do I need to pause?
Nope. So one of these we're gonna put up. The other one we're gonna go ahead and bake for tonight. I think we will cook the smaller one and freeze the bigger one. Alright, we're gonna freeze the bigger one and we're gonna stick this one in the oven. Alright, I am going to, let's see. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna do, I am gonna take this one and set it on a sheet pan to make it a little bit more stable, because this is heavy.
And you have a stone.
I have a stone. I keep my pizza stone in the oven and it just helps keep everything more evenly hot. This is already pretty hot, so I'm gonna set it for about 15 minutes, melt the cheese, re-warm it up, and it'll be ready to go.
Did you put olive oil in it?
I did. I added olive oil to the noodles.
What olive oil?
Oh, this right here. We get this from Bill's too.
How good is it?
Oh, it's really good. Got good flavor. Oh, husband wants the jar.
Really good.
All right.
And it is $12.99, but it does come. It's got the stamps showing it came from Greece, so it is real Greek olive oil.
All right. So that is all our meals planned for this month outside of breakfast, and we'll just make some breakfast sandwiches or just pancakes or whatever when we're ready, whatever we want that day. So we ended up with a total, I have 5 here and I have 2 more in the canner, so we have a total of they're still warm, 7 jars of canned chicken, 2 baked spaghettis. So that gives us a total of how many freezer meals?
I don't know. We're way above
We lost
20.
count.
We're way above 20.
So we've lost count on how many freezer meals we actually made, because depending on the meal, it's gonna That'll last us,
4 to 8 meals.
yeah, about 4 meals, probably 8 meals. About 4 days, to be honest. About 4 days, 2 meals a day.
Yep.
We love spaghetti, love leftover baked spaghetti. So we have enough to cover the entire month. Plus a few hamburgers, some leftover potatoes for like hamburger steak, just regular hamburgers, whatever we feel like at that time. Some chicken patties to take for lunch. So that is our meal prep for November. Right. Thank you and subscribe.